wield your power, and everyone deserves to take them children to school. Don't you give up before you feel the power. A wisest man, a wisest brother, who tell the children there's no problem with the economy's a wiser you, a wisest nation. But there's no time for segregation, but education one step forward. Be there tomorrow. If you see brother separation and you feel no sorrow, never refuse. Feel your people shelter. Don't you give up until you feel the power and say you know. Oh no. Don't you give up before you feel the power and say you know. The slavery say no. Don't you give up before you feel the power and say you know. Oh no. Try to bow down until you feel the power and say you know. Oh no, don't you give up until you feel the power of unity. The challenge you forever. The power of unity, as it is sung by Emeterians band. Yeah. Power of unity, it is inside of every man. The power of unity, I never rule but no but mine. Yeah. Divided we fall, we must understand. United we rise, together we'll see the light. Yeah. Divided we fall, say you can see us falling and falling down. United we rise, yeah. Together we'll see the light.
Togetherness, unity, respect, love, prosperity. You know, these are the truths we Emeterians are trying to bring to the people.
I know you work so heavy and it's still not enough. Don't you give up before you feel the power. And raising up 3 children's getting rougher than tough. Try to bowl on until you feel the power. And it's a troublesome past, heaviest burden. No time to mourn alone, embrace your brethren. And it's a Babylon, you, a blood clot nation. Spread some love for mankind's regeneration. He's a wiser man, wisest brother, who can encourage little ones to respect one another. Wiser you, wisest horizon, to see that finally your children will rise. And we say no. Oh no. Don't you give up before you feel the power and say you know. Give up before you feel the power and say you know. The mental slavery say no. Oh, you give up before you feel the power and say you know. Try to bow down until you feel the power of unity. The challenge you forever. The power of unity, as it is sung by the Rastaman. Hey. The power of unity, it is inside of every man. The power of unity, I'll never rule but I know but mine. Yeah. Divided we fall, we must understand. United we rise, together we'll see the light. Yeah. Divided we fall, can see us falling down. United we rise, yeah. Together we'll see the light. unity will lift you to the sky. Oh yes. And if you feel it, there is never gonna need no more to cry. Yes. Cause you know that love ahead will multiply. Say yes. Oh yes. Try to hold on until you feel the power and say yes, yes. Of unity we must feel the power and say yes, yes, yes. Of unity we better feel the power and say yes. To the love of my brethren and my sisters say yes. Every day, no matter what. Every day say yes. Every day say power of unity.